It's one of the most overlooked attractions in Disney history, a 3D show that's part comedy, part chaos, and part heartfelt tribute. But behind the curtain of Muppet Vision 3D lies an even bigger story, an entire Muppet land that never came to be, and a dream derailed by tragedy. This is the story of Muppet Vision 3D, Jim Henson's final masterpiece, and the Muppet Studios that almost was. In the late 1980s, the Walt Disney Company was on a roll. Michael Eisner had recently taken over as CEO, and he was looking to inject new life into Disney theme parks. Something edgy, modern, and beloved. Enter Jim Henson. In the late 1980s, Jim Henson was at the height of his creative power, with hits like The Muppet Show, The Dark Crystal, and Labyrinth. He was looking for the next frontier, and he found it at Disney. Henson envisioned a partnership that would expand the Muppets, reach beyond television and film, straight into the theme park world. Talks began between Jim Henson and Michael Eisner, then CEO of Disney. The goal? A brand new attraction using the latest technology and Muppet mayhem. Muppet Studios was planned to be much more than a single attraction. It would have featured a Muppet-themed restaurant with animatronic kitchen chaos called the Great Gonzo's Pandemonium Pizza Parlor, a slapstick interactive show called the Swedish Chef's Cooking School, a parody of the Great Movie Ride with Muppets hilariously reenacting iconic movie scenes called the Great Muppet Movie Ride, and the flagship experience, Muppet Vision 3D, directed by Jim Henson himself. Imagine walking through a Muppet movie studio where Kermit is the boss, Gonzo's rigging explosives, and Fozzie rewriting scripts in real time. That was the dream, and it was already in development. But that's when everything changed.
Was not expected, and the circumstances are stunning. He died of pneumonia after being admitted to a New York hospital with a massive bacterial infection. As doctors fought the infection for 15 hours, Henson went into cardiac arrest several times and finally succumbed. We begin tonight with his life. NBC's Stan Bernard.
On May 16th, 1990, Jim Henson died suddenly from a bacterial infection. He was just 53 years old. His passing shocked not just fans, but Disney as well. With Henson gone, the acquisition deal fell apart. The Muppets would remain independent, and the ambitious Muppet Studios land put on indefinite hold. Only one piece of the plan survived, Muppet Vision 3D, which had already been filmed, edited, and was nearly ready to open. It became Jim Henson's last completed project, a love letter to Muppet fans, and a farewell.
The Muppets have arrived at the Disney MGM Studios theme park. Meet Kermit, Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, and all your Muppet favorites as they come to permanently leave their mark in this spectacular world of glitz and glamour.
Hey, everybody, it's time to do the show.
Sorry, what? Here come the Muppets, only at the Disney MGM Studios theme park.
Here Come the Muppets debuted in May 1990 at the Animation Courtyard, just days after Jim Henson's passing. It featured walk-around Muppet characters and lip-synced performances of classic songs. While it didn't feature the original puppeteers or sets, it kept the Muppets alive in the parks during a time of mourning and transition. The show ran until 1991, when it was replaced by Voyage of the Little Mermaid, just as Muppet Vision was about to open.
Welcome to Muppet Vision 3D.
Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D. Get a taste for unique fun that bubbles over with excitement. It's a sensation that'll blow you away and shower you with humor.
Rockets away!
For the finest in wildly wacky, explosive entertainment, Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D. We surrender! We surrender! Only at the Disney MGM Studios theme park.
On May 16th, 1991, exactly 1 year and 1 day after Jim Henson's death, Muppet Vision 3D officially opened at Disney's MGM Studios in Florida. The 15-minute 3D show features Kermit giving guests a tour of Muppet Labs, complete with musical numbers, flying pies, explosions, a new digital Muppet named Waldo, and even a live-action Sweetums who bursts into the theater. The finale? Chaos. Of course, it's the Muppets. Every original performer was involved. Jim Henson as Kermit, Frank Oz as Fozzie and Miss Piggy, Dave Goelz as Gonzo, and many more. It was the last time the original Muppet team performed together. For years, fans wondered, what if Jim Henson had lived? Would we have seen an entire Muppet land? Could the Muppets have become a permanent fixture of the parks, like Star Wars or Marvel? While the full Muppet Studios land never materialized, MuppetVision-3D stands as a bittersweet reminder of what could have been, and what still survives. In the years that followed, the California version of the show opened in 2001 at Disney California Adventure Park, but closed in 2014. And Jim Henson's legacy still felt in every line, every joke, and every fourth wall break.
Now, in this new land, humans have been invited to visit Monstropolis, and they need our laughter to power the city. As part of this new Monsters experience, you're going to get to tour.
Unfortunately, in November 2024, Disney announced that after over 30 years of performances, MuppetVision-3D would officially close at Walt Disney World to make way for a new Monsters Inc. land, including a full Monstropolis experience with new attractions and characters from the franchise. The final day for MuppetVision-3D was set for June 7th, 2025, exactly 35 years after Henson's death. The news hit longtime fans hard. For many, it wasn't just the show. It was Jim Henson's final bow, a time capsule of the original Muppet cast, a place where Kermit, Fozzie, Piggy, Gonzo, and the gang still performed just as they had in 1991. Walking into that theater was like walking into a piece of history. The jokes never got old, the effects still made you jump. The charm, timeless. Closing marks the end of an era, not just for the Muppets, but for a specific kind of hands-on, heartfelt storytelling that Jim Henson embodied. But while the curtain is closing on one stage, a new one is opening. In the same announcement, Disney confirmed a Muppet comeback, not on a screen, but on the tracks. The legendary rock and roller coaster will be rethemed to feature the Muppets, with Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem headlining a chaotic, music-fueled ride through a Muppet-made rock concert tour. Details are still emerging, but what we know so far promises brand new music, a tour van ride through musical madness, wild visuals and humor, and yes, plenty of Muppet-style mayhem. It's a bold move, and one that could bring the Muppets roaring back to relevance for a new generation. So, yes, it's sad to see MuppetVision-3D go. It was more than just a show. It was a tribute to its creator. It was history you could sit in, and it was the only place in the world where the original Muppet performers still made people laugh every single day. But the Muppets have always been about reinvention, about finding joy in the chaos. And now they're speeding toward a brand new future, with guitars, goggles, and Gonzo probably hanging off the back of the coaster. And somewhere and sometime, we hope to see Muppet Vision make its grand return, and we hope Jim Henson is still smiling, because the show goes on. MuppetVision-3D stands as a testament to Jim Henson's creativity and vision. While the attraction is closing, its spirit lives on in the Muppets' new adventures at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.